All right, let's talk about fear for a second, but probably not in the way you're thinking.
See, fear does something incredibly predictable.
It pulls all of our attention, almost like a magnet, toward danger.
And at the exact same time, it pulls it away from opportunity.
Welcome back to Finance Deep Dive, everyone.
So, in our last few videos, we've really dug into the pressure building up, right? We talked about credit getting tighter, risk levels just cranking up everywhere you look.
But today we're flipping the script. We're going to talk about what becomes possible while everyone else is too distracted by all that noise to even notice.
Okay, so let's get right into it. Part 1, limited attention. We're going to look at how fear actually changes the way we think.
It's just a fundamental human thing, right? When anxiety goes up, our focus just narrows. We go into survival mode. And it follows this really predictable pattern. First, people protect. Then they delay. Then they wait. And then they just freeze. It's like this collective economic paralysis.
But, and this is the key, while everyone's attention is locked on playing defense, other doors are quietly starting to open up. And that, of course, brings us to part 2, hidden opportunity. So where do you even find this advantage? Because let's be real, it doesn't exactly announce itself.
Yeah, it's usually pretty subtle. You find it in things like mispricing, A really solid company's stock gets hammered just because of a market-wide panic that has nothing to do with them. Or you see it in the hesitation of others, or in smart moves that just get completely overlooked because everyone's looking at the big, scary headlines.
And really, this is what it all boils down to. For the crowd, all they can see is risk. But for the people who are prepared, they see options. And that single shift in perspective, it's literally everything.
Okay, so if these options are out there, who's actually able to grab them? That's what we're talking about in part 3, who moves first. And here's a spoiler. It's not about being brave. It's about being flexible.
Yeah, seriously, it's not the bravest person who wins here. It's the most flexible.
And what does that even mean? Well, they're the ones who kept their cash flow in good shape. They're the ones who didn't get locked into deals they couldn't get out of. They preserved their choice.
So when one of those doors creaks open, they're the only ones in a position to actually step through.
So, here's the million-dollar question, right? If these opportunities are real, why do most people miss them every single time?
And the answer is what we're calling Part 4, the confirmation trap. It's all about the high cost of waiting.
See, most people are just waiting. They're waiting for that clear, official signal that everything's okay now. They need that confirmation.
But here's the trap, and it's a big one. By the time that good news hits the front page, the advantage is usually long gone. Basically, the price you pay for certainty is the opportunity itself.
And that, right there, is the main takeaway from all of this. Opportunity isn't about just being optimistic and hoping things work out. No, it's about positioning.
So, if this video helped you think about the other side of the cycle, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really does tell YouTube that this conversation is worth having.
And I want to know what you think. So drop a comment below. Do you think opportunity is already starting to form out there?
And of course, make sure you subscribe to Finance Deep Dive if you want to stay ahead of what's coming, instead of just reacting to it.
In our very next video, we're going to break down why recoveries almost always fool people at the beginning.